Morning. Haven't made a video in a day or two, but wanted to drop this little gem off with you. I'm trying to weld some stuff up here. I had a machine that should have been fixed, and started it and went to start it and had welded some cases and got a little hole in it, and I went to use my TIG welder and noticed the little bushing. Well, let me flip this around, you'll see. The little bushing right here on them wires, it's pretty much non-existent, and them wires are going to break. So we're going to do the cheap and easy fix. Do the cheap and easy fix here, and I'll show you what we're going to do. So just keep that good for the time being. Now this is a very fancy tool. This is a glue gun, and I believe I bought it from Dollar General. It's still heating up a little bit. It was cold in here this morning. And this has a metal base, so it's cold too. But what we're going to do is move these wires to where we're going to glue them down across that. If you think there's a lot of oil on here, which there doesn't really seem to be, you'll want to wipe it off with something, but we're just going to do that. And the great thing about this is it's temporary. I can go back later and chip this off and out when I do the actual repair, but I just need this to be right for now. So, hot glue gun. We're just going to start filling this cavity here. You might ask why I started with this part over here and why I'm using so much. Well, I'm trying to heat the metal around it, and I want to make sure that I've completely covered the wires so there's no abrasion issue. Now, I know it seems a little over top, but I can go back and cut off anything I don't need, like that piece that went up in there. But no, it seems a little over top. This stuff's cheap, guys. I mean, this is cheap, and the pedal is expensive. So we're going to give that a minute to cool off. And I want to go back and cut that off because this pedal compresses. And we want it to be able to continue to work properly. So basically we're letting this cool kind of until you see how when that moves, most of the shaft there moves. You can almost clamp it in place. That's pretty decent there. And then wait for it to cool off. But you really got to get this stuff pretty warm. So it's going to take a minute to cool off. And we want it to be pretty warm, because that's when it adheres the best. It'll actually soak into certain kinds of concrete. Not concrete, well, I guess it would concrete. But like cardboard and stuff like that. I know this is just a bunch of silliness. It's just a hot glue gun, but especially on like old remotes, like on my wife's grandmother's power chair, it wasn't really set up where I was going to be able to go in and re-solder all the wires and stuff on it. It was going to be nasty, and it had a big plastic bushing that went around the wires and went up into everything, and it just broke all the hell. And I filled it, I think, from this glue gun, and it was there, I don't know, years. And I think we still got the chair, it's still there. So we just, I think the cat sleeps on it, but that's that. And this is the hack of the day. Save your wires until you can repair it properly by using cheapo hot glue. Alright. Thanks for watching, folks, and appreciate it. It's the simple tricks like that that I really appreciate when I'm on YouTube looking for stuff. Somebody's like, hey, I got this bushing that I machined out of something, and like, it's really great, and I'll watch the video, but I don't always have the time to spin a new bushing or the material on hand, because sometimes it's a fancy material or polymer or whatever. But if you've got a Walmart or a dollar store or anything like that, even remotely close to you, or a craft shop, hell, your wife probably has a glue gun. Hell, I have 2 or 3 out in the shop because of one person. I've only got so many hands, and I use them for fixtures and a lot of things. But anyways, that's that. Hope you learned something. We'll go back in a minute with a razor blade, make a little cut in the the hardening glue, and scrape off stuff I don't need to make sure the pedal can function. And I'm set. Hope you learned something. Please subscribe to this channel.